The executive will soon place before the National Assembly proposals for legislation to reduce statutory mandated minimum times for administrative processes in order to speed up business transactions. In addition, I have established the Presidential Enabling Business Council, chaired by the Vice President, with a mandate to make doing business in Nigeria easier and more attractive. Getting approvals for business and procurements will be simplified and made faster. In 2017, we will focus on the rapid development of infrastructure, especially rail, road, and power. Efforts to fast-track the modernization of our railway system is a priority in the 2017 budget. In 2016, we made a lot of progress, getting the necessary studies updated and financing arrangements completed. We also addressed some of the legacy contractor liabilities inherited to enable us to move forward on a clean slate. Many of these tasks are not visible, but are very necessary for sustainability of projects. Nigerians will soon begin to see the tangible benefits in 2017. We also have an ambitious program for growing our digital platforms in order to modernize the Nigerian economy, support innovation, and improve productivity and competitiveness. We will do this through increased spending on critical information technology infrastructure and also by promoting policies that facilitate investments in this vital sector. During 2016, we conducted a critical assessment of the power sector value chain, which is experiencing major funding issues. Although government, through the CBN and development finance institutions, has intervened, it is clear that more capital is needed. We must also resolve the problem of liquidity in the sector. On this part, government has made provision in the 2017 budget to clear its outstanding electricity bills. This, we hope, will provide the much-needed liquidity injection to support the investors. In the delivery of critical infrastructure, we have developed specific models to partner with private capital, which recognize the constraints of limited public finances and incorporate leanings from the past. These tailor-made public-private partnerships are being customized in collaboration with some global players to suit various sectors, and we trust that the benefits of this new approach will come to fruition in 2017. Fellow Nigerians, although a lot of problems experienced by this administration were not created by us, we are determined to deal with them. One of such issues that the federal government is committed to dealing with frontally is the issue of its indebtedness to contractors and other third parties. We are at an advanced stage of collating and verifying these obligations, some of which go back 10 years, which are estimated at about 2 trillion naira. We will continue to negotiate a realistic and viable payment plan to ensure legitimate claims are settled. In 2016, the budget was prepared on the principles of zero-based budgeting to ensure our resources are prudently managed and utilized solely for public good. This method was a clear departure from the previous incremental budgeting method. We have adopted the same principle in the 2017 budget. Distinguished members of the National Assembly may recall that the 2016 budget was predicated on a bench oil price of United States dollars 38 per barrel, oil production of 2.2 million barrels per day, and an exchange rate of Naira 197 to 1 United States dollar. On the basis of these assumptions, aggregate revenue was projected at 3.86 trillion naira, while the expenditure outlay was estimated at 6.06 trillion naira. The deficit of 2.2 trillion naira, which was about 2.14% of GDP, was expected to be mainly financed through borrowing. The implementation of the 2016 budget was hampered by the combination of relatively low oil prices in the first quarter of 2016 and disruptions in crude oil production, which led to significant shortfalls in projected revenue. This contributed to the economic slowdown that negatively affected revenue collections by the Federal Inland Revenue Services and Nigerian Customs Service. As at 30th September 2016, aggregate revenue inflow was 2.17 trillion naira, or 25% less than prorated projections. Similarly, 3.58 trillion naira had been spent by the same date on both recurrent and capital expenditure. This is equivalent to 79% of the prorated full-year expenditure estimated of 4.54 trillion naira as at the end of September 2016. In spite of these challenges, we met both our debt service obligations and personnel costs. Similarly, overhead costs have been largely covered. Although capital expenditure suffered as a result of project formulation delays and revenue shortfalls, in the 5 months since the 2016 budget was passed, the amount of 753.6 billion naira has been released to capital expenditure as at the end of October